You're a wizard, Callum.
That makes no sense.
You're a wizard, Cal. You really ruined the intro there. If you put your glasses on.
Why doesn't it make sense? Me saying you're a wizard, Cal.
Because I haven't got the glasses on.
We're joined today by the one and only Harry Plotter. He's here to plot his course in Hogwarts Legacy. Thank you.
That I am.
Cal, what do you need? What do you need your gigs for? Tell me.
They're just blue light glasses, mate.
That's it.
Yeah.
Why do you want to put blue lights in your eyes?
Hey.
You Cyclops.
Well, I've had quite the stressful day. As I've kind of alluded to in the group chat.
Are you going to tell us?
So
much illusion.
So much illusion. So I got sat down to come on here, and my head was throbbing. But the company of you two has really helped me. You know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I want to hear about that, mate.
So it was my MOT today. And
your MOT. You need checking.
Yeah. Absolutely, mate. I need oil in everywhere. And last 2 years passed with flying colours. Couple of advisories, but nothing too major. Well, there are only slight ones. So today I was really expecting, a little bit of a fail, but nothing too mad. Yeah, £718 it's going to cost me.
That's upsetting, mate.
So yep,
we are crowdfunding. Just giving page.
Yep, the thought of just jacking it all in did not my life, the car, did cross my mind a few times. But I'm just gonna firm it.
What about jacking it all off?
Oh, absolutely. I saw it.
Well, that brought the price down a little bit, didn't it?
Absolutely. But yeah, so I had a bit of an existential crisis when I got off the phone. She just kept listing things that were wrong with it, and when she finished, I went, "Oh, so not much then." Obviously, trying to diffuse the tension. She didn't even pretend chuckle, so that made me feel even worse.
She doesn't feel awkward, mate, because she's making a fucking shit ton.
Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, it wasn't exactly ideal, but I feel better about it now. However, I don't know when I'm getting my car back.
Oh, probably asked
because no, one of the people is off on holiday, so it's potentially next week, but it could be this week. But couldn't drive it anyway, so what's the point? So yeah, nice train journeys to work for the next week.
I feel sorry for you.
Cal, your life is in a shambles.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'll tell you what though, it's not as tragic as
Lumos.
Ironclaw.
Well, that's not where I thought that was going.
That's what we've been calling you for the last week, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let's talk about that first, Yanni. Talking of tragic.
What?
Oh, you fucking arm, you dick.
Oh yeah, this thing.
Oh, he broke his arm.
I thought that was like one of the best transitions you've ever done, and you weren't even talking about.
I mean, it was a good. I mean, tragedy
fumbled
fell upon us all, doth fall, rain on me. Because I fractured my wrist and my elbow, didn't I?
Yeah. So a bit of a fools on tour scenario, wasn't it, boys?
Oh god, we've got so much to talk about tonight, haven't we?
Certainly was a fools on tour sitch, and me and Liam got the train back to his. I thought, it would be really good if we did a competition where we try and jump over a barrier.
No. See,
Before we do this, we went to see Pip Blom, who were very nice, very good, and we met them afterwards, and they were very nice. So this is the aftermath of that, which consisted of a lot of drinks.
We'll loop back around to Pip Blom, maybe. We'll loop back around.
Maybe.
Go on,
if you can remember.
Carry on.
Well, you said that was wrong, so do you want to tell me what was right?
You carry on.
I'm about to kill these fuckers, though. So you
That's
said
very
to me
loud,
in
Liam.
very was it?
Yes, turn it down.
I don't know if it's loud to everyone in the world, though. You said to me, it's a great little moment for this thing to pop up, isn't it? We were still on like a curb, and you said, let's see who can jump the furthest from the curb. I said, okay, because obviously I'm going to win. So we both, I think you counted down, 3, 2, 1. I did a long jump, classic, I was pretty good in school.
Greg Rutherford.
You continue to run off the curb, across the road,
This
up
is
the
why
other
you
curb,
stopped and I carried on.
and you jumped and got your foot caught on the little
Yep.
barrier and decked it. Fully decked it.
Man.
And
Full
I'd jumped and stopped and watched you do this, like it was in slow motion. You were like this, run across, jump, deck, and I thought, but there's no. What was the need? What was the need?
Well, when Yanni described what had happened, he described this barrier as a fence. And when I say a 6-year-old could walk over this with probably no difficulty,
You'd be lying.
no, I wouldn't.
Unless they were a giant.
No, it was like knee height.
But also,
If that.
it was a tiny barrier. I don't know why I said fence. I'm really struggling with the was barrier the right term?
No.
No.
What do you call it?
It's like a little
Rail?
Rail,
it's like a
railing
little
sort of thing.
Yeah,
Railing?
rail. It's like a bollard to stop cars going over.
No,
but
bollard's
it's like
a singular.
in a rail. Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
See?
In like a
See, it's
rail
difficult, innit?
form.
Well, it's
that's what-
railing.
that's-
I would
that's
say
the
it's railing.
function.
Yeah.
But that's the function.
It's a barrier
Are we
of
going
some.
with railing? Can I lock that
I think
in
just,
and continue the story?
Yeah, sure, railing. I think.
Can we move on now, please? So yeah, that's where the confusion lied then, because I remember two things. I remember pegging it to the railing, and you stopping, and me thinking, I don't know why the fuck he stopped. He's definitely not going to make it over this. How is he? And then I remember the falling sensation. That was it.
Wow.
The game is very loud. It's difficult to.
I think it's just.
Just
oh,
think.
I think it's just for you guys. Let me fix it for you.
No.
No, what I'm saying
No.
is on the recording, I don't think it is loud.
Can you turn it down for us anyway? Is that possible?
Oops, what did I just do then?
That was up. There's so many dead pixels on my screen. I hope this isn't transferred into the
That's
record.
perfect
Is that okay?
now.
Can you can you still
yeah.
hear it though? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, it is there somewhere.
Okay.
Um.
I don't care if I can hear it though. So yeah, after that, apparently I picked myself up quite well.
Yeah, you bounced up.
I was very drunk, so did not feel a thing. Apparently then went back to your house and just washed my hands. That was the extent of my recovery.
Yeah, Lydia said she was very confused because you went and washed your hands, obviously because you were bleeding a little bit, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And you kept going, "I'm fine, I'm fine." she thought, okay, and yeah, that was it until the morning when I woke up and was working, and I think you came up, and you just kind of walked in like this with your arm, and you were like, "I think I've broken it."
Don't know why I've got that accent.
You did have that accent. You did.
I think I've broken it.
I think I've broken it.
Yeah. And I decided I'd leave it a day in between before then going to the hospital and having it looked at. And yeah, like I said, I've got a fracture. I say my wrist, but it's more in like.
You'd say you'd leave it. You left it a day in between.
Yeah, of doing nothing.
The gig was on the Tuesday and you went on the Friday.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's 2 days.
Did I come on a Friday?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I think you said you went on the
It's
Thursday,
Friday-
but then
Friday
actually went
morning.
on the Friday.
Oh yeah, but I mean, who knows roughly what time the accident happened? Well, I'll say roughly.
Well,
Specifically, it
I
could have
can
been.
tell you it was about half
Could have
11.
been Wednesday. Was it
oh,
11:30?
well,
Was that early?
It was before midnight.
That's
I
too early
think.
for
I think it was
fix.
before midnight.
Well, then 2 days. Fucking Mr. Pedantic over here.
If it was
Um,
after midnight, that doesn't make you right. It still would be 2 days.
Still,
Okay.
whatever. Who cares? It's not an important part of the story.
It's important to me.
Yeah. So fracture in my elbow, fracture in my wrist. That's the end of it, really. Got to wear a cast. Not a cast. Splint is the word. And you know, that's it really. Not heard anyone. Not had a checkup. I mean, I was meant to get a call on Monday, but that hasn't happened. But it's fine. Honestly, I forgot about it. I'm past that, you know. I want to talk about the real tragedy in the world,
That's how you do a segue, mate.
and that is the Iron Claw.
Oh
Yeah?
boy.
Great film. A great film.
Great film.
Arguably, could have been greater if it was in 4:3.
4B3. Lovely
No,
way
I
to
do.
put it.
I completely agree with you there, but just straight off the bat, It's the most I've enjoyed a film in a long old while.
Hmm.
Maybe excluding Bottoms because that was great, but for completely different
Fucking
reasons.
love Bottoms, you don't you?
Yeah, it's good. That's fine. Have you seen it yet?
No,
I was gonna watch it. Whatever. It's fucking boring. I
consider-
will watch it tonight.
I consider watching it the other day, but I watch Devil Wears Prada instead. Which
Recently
is
added
wild.
to Netflix, that,
fucking
isn't it?
great film. Yeah, really good. I've not seen it before, surprisingly.
Neither have I.
Good film.
Yeah, I'm not.
Unsurprisingly.
I'm not really a fan of it.
Can't get a grip.
Anyway, back to the Iron Claw. Either of you familiar with the Von Erichs beforehand?
No.
I'd heard of the name, but that's about it, really.
Of course.
I had a
I've never
wrestling
heard of it.
phase at one point. Surprisingly.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was younger, it was quite interesting. To the extent of, like,
Performing,
I
or-
thought about it a lot. However, didn't watch any of it or interact with any of it in any way. It was on my mind
Did you
a
have
lot.
the SmackDown versus Raw games?
I did have a couple of them. I had quite a lot of figures and stuff. I also
remember
had like
playing-
a book with all their birthdays. I have the same birthday as Kane.
Wow, Harry.
Yeah, Harry Kane.
I remember playing a Hell in a Cell match at Jacob Lloyd Thomas's house, and that was my complete
Exposure.
experience with with wrestling.
Wow.
I just Zac Efron.
Incredible.
Wow.
It's
Wow,
amazing
wow,
that
wow.
he wasn't eligible to be considered for award season
Why?
because of how late the film was released.
So will it be
Yeah,
next
they've
year
really,
or not?
I'll be
presume
forgotten about,
so.
Liam.
But yeah, it'll be
That is
too
such
early.
a shame. Surely you think about
That's such a shame. You're right.
Not a shame, mate. It's the Iron Claw.
I am cool. Well, 2 jokes in one there. So yeah, he was phenomenal. To be honest, the acting throughout all of it
Yeah,
was
really good.
just on point.
You're not wrong.
Thanks.
There's obviously no spoilers to the film. The one scene at the end, which we've all spoken about.
Oh boy,
Jesus
here it
Christ!
comes.
Honest to
Weeping.
God, I was so close to crying.
Pure
I had
weepage
to,
from me.
That was
I had
the
to completely tense my wrist.
that was the most kind of spine chilling moment for sure.
So I read on the trivia section of IMDb that apparently the director told Zac Efron not to cry until that very last scene. I think that just was such a great move.
Well, that's what
Yeah,
made it, wasn't it? Obviously, the
100%.
moment earlier in the
Yeah.
film when he said, "Don't cry, boys."
Mm-hmm.
At a moment when they all very much should have been crying.
Yeah.
That release, and also the release from him a little bit earlier in regards to his father after another very painful moment, very physical. That almost made me cry as well. That was they were the two big ones for me. Just seeing him finally kind of cave.
It's mad to think that it's a real story. Like,
The real story's fucking worse.
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's
Insane.
Whole other brother.
whole other brother that was missed out. But apparently the way certain things go down was mixed with one of the brothers.
Right.
So
Yeah, I've seen a few
Yeah, I
bits
can't really say
aren't
anything.
quite how they really happened for one reason
yeah,
or another.
timelines being a bit mixed up for
Yeah.
dramatic purposes. But
But
you still get the
fantastic film.
same.
and
You still get the same thing out of it, don't you? So
I found
it's
like a
fine.
really long essay online about them, which I'm planning on reading, but it seems very very long. So I'll share that with you guys if you can be asked.
Yeah, please do.
But like it goes into
Please do.
great detail. From the quick skim over I had, it
That is
seems
not the
like
spell you want to be using, my friend.
are these going to attack me?
Leviosa.
I feel so out of touch with this game. Oh,
You can tell. It's not a great spectator sport when you
Yeah.
don't know what you're doing.
probably wasn't a good one.
Yeah.
Leviosa.
I've seen a lot of people on. Is it not Reparo? I've seen a lot of people on Twitter say that this is a Little Women for
Yeah, I
males.
saw that.
And
I've not actually seen that woman, so
I watched it semi recently. Very good.
What
But
is it?
I think this film will stay with me for quite a while, and I already can't wait to watch it again.
I mean, I had to go shopping straight after, and then obviously drive home from the shops, and it stayed with me the whole time. And I remember thinking, this film is staying with me. I know it sounds so stupid, but it was like the fact that not a film hasn't really done that for a while, like that did. But yeah, I had the same exact feelings towards it.
Have either of you seen the film Killing Bono?
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
I
a
haven't.
long
But
time ago.
Liam's told me about it before, though.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it with
High school.
Thingy Sheehan.
Yes, Robert
Robert
Sheehan.
Sheehan. Yeah.
Yeah, Karis has been trying to get me to watch it for ages, and it's not through a lack of trying, but it's just not on any streamers. But it was cheap on Amazon, so I bought it, and genuinely, very, very good. It's apparently another true story. Well, semi.
Is it?
Well, it's probably dramatized, but it's based on a book from, I can't remember his name, where they were in a band in the same school as U2, and just he kind of didn't really accept Bono's help and everything, and could have been bigger, but
why would you think to do that? What the fuck?
Yeah, that was stupid. Sorry. But yeah, that was a great film. I really enjoyed that. Yanni, you can sign into my Amazon if you want, but I thoroughly recommend watching it. I like a good film like that. And the fella they cast to play Bono, fucking hell, he looked like him when he had long hair. Bloody hell. Made us listen to U2 a little bit as well, which didn't really last more than
that's a danger.
half an hour. Yeah. Anything else we've watched lately?
Masters of the Air has been really good. Yanni, you started watching that, didn't you? I don't think we've talked about that before. Or have we?
I watched the first episode, and annoyingly haven't carried on, but it was very good.
Yeah. Very good.
I don't know what that
great. So it's from Spielberg and Tom Hanks, who did
Oh yeah, sorry.
the Pacific together. And it's very good. It's very much feels like those series, and do you know what I really like about it? I'm gonna pause it. It feels very the episodes feel quite quick. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like they're just dragging them out for the sake of it. It feels like there's a build up, there's some character progression, then they all get in the planes and fucking kill some cunts, and shit happens, and then they come down. That's the end of the episode. Do you know what I mean? But it just feels it's got a good rhythm to each. I'm saying that I've only watched the first 3 episodes. I haven't watched the latest one yet, I don't think. But yeah, a good rhythm to it and enjoyable. Great acting from your man Elvis fella, and him from Boys in the Boat, and Barry Keoghan.
Yep.
They're the main ones that have been in it so far, and great supporting cast as well. Just thoroughly enjoyable. Why not? Something good to sink your teeth into.
Yes. I've as of today, I've carried on watching Arrested Development from where I left off. So season 4, episode 3, I think it was. And I said to Liam in a voice note, but the comedy is still there. The green screen is a little bit wearing on you, to be fair, that they're using. But I was laughing a heck of a lot. So I'm gonna carry on with that.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely still funny. It's just rough around the edges mostly, and the story's pretty convoluted. Are you watching it in the extras, Jan? Or
I certainly am.
good. It's the proper way to watch it for sure. I feel like I've been here. I have been here. What's going on?
I mean, if I were you, mate, I'd head towards the yellow marker.
It's almost
always
jump
a
down
bit-
there. Oh, did I go back up that way, idiot? I don't like to do that though, because you want to find everything that's around first.
Yeah, but go in that general direction, and I think you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Arrested Development, great. We went to watch All of Us Strangers.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
we also went to watch that. Yeah.
That must have been on like for one night in Bromber Odeon. Which is annoying because I really want to see that.
It was okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't know how I felt about it really.
I think I wanted maybe more than what it offered. It was fine, but it kind of felt like I didn't need to watch it in the cinema.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. But it's definitely an interesting way of presenting the story it's trying to tell. Unique, that's for sure. And the cinematography is great. The acting between Paul and Andrew is really good as well. But yeah, it's one of those where I think you'd be fine that you've missed it in the cinema. It doesn't feel like a full cinema experience. You know, you can use Wickham potions, whatever they're called.
What are you saying?
He's done.
Yeah, I was aware. Thank
Um,
you.
Both of you
It's
saw After Sun, right?
Absolutely. I wish I would have seen that in cinema.
You didn't.
What are you talking about? Sorry.
After Sun, the other Paul Mescal film.
Oh yeah, that
Well,
was
not
great.
the other, but
I watched
that
that
was
at
good.
home as well.
Yeah, I want to. I've been thinking I want to collect Blu-rays again, but like of like really good films. Like After Sun was a favorite of mine, and I'd like to get that, and other films. That's just the one that's come to my head.
I do have the same thought occasionally, and then the cost and the pointlessness of collecting them really sets in.
I just want a physical medium of.
I'd love to
thing that I love.
if there was no other way to. I feel like it's different records in a way because it adds an extra element to it. I don't feel like the physical side of having a Blu-ray adds enough to warrant the cost. Apart from it's just being cool to have like your curated collection of movies. You know what I mean?
The only equivalent would be like to get like a reel of film. Do you know what I mean? And like project it.
Yeah, I feel like that's someone would be more interested, or collecting like actual VHSs of old films.
Yeah.
You kind of forgoing the actual being able to watch it aspect of it just for owning it.
Mm-hmm.
Makes more sense than having a Blu-ray version where I can just kind of find that online most of the time in some way or another. But there are some things like I had a phase of like wanting to own every Marvel MCU film on Blu-ray for some reason.
Yeah, I started that, and then it was one of those things where they constantly just brought out different collections of like the set of films.
Yeah,
and it ended up being a mixed match. Like I'd just have like a box set of the Guardians films, and then a box set of like Avengers films, and then like the individual ones, and then they'd release different covers for them, and it was just like, this is too much. I'm not gonna bother with this anymore. And then Disney Plus was the thing, so didn't need to do that anymore. Was there anything else that we were gonna say? We wanted to talk about, or was that? Have we covered all the topics that I thought were going to be too much in one go?
Yeah, no, I think we have, mate.
That's pretty mad, bro.
And I remember doing this mission, and honestly, I don't think I've got it in me to watch someone else do it.
Why can't I jump up there?
You can do it more than once.
Oh, spin the thing more than once. Well, I don't really have it in me to do it, if I'm being honest. This is definitely a game where if you leave it too long, like I'm finding it very difficult to get my hands back around this. It's been so
well from Liam and his small hands and Yanni and myself, we will
Yanni and his injured hand.
Yes, and my empty of money hand, we will bid you adieu. Thanks for watching.
So long.
Good night.